Oh, welcome to the Habibi show. It's been a long 2 weeks.
It's been a tough day for
If you are
Hector.
watching live, I am Hector Garcia, and this is who it's all about, what it's all about. The Habibi, Samer
Nassar.
Nassar,
That's
not
right.
NASA.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, same, brother.
I
It's
haven't
been-
seen you for a long time.
It's been the
Like
longest
2 weeks, maybe.
longest
10
2
days?
years of my life. The last 2 weeks.
2 weeks. But please forgive him. He's a little bit stressed out.
A little bit. Part of running a business, right? Business is very
Yeah,
stressful.
yeah. He lost weight. He looked good.
Thank you. Well, thanks, brother. Thank you for the encouragement. But if you guys are tuning in right now, it's Thursday afternoon.
It's episode 12 or 13?
Episode 12.
12.
12, yeah, 12.
Okay.
Episode 12. We are live. This is going to be the first time we are live. So if you're watching, comment, interact, leave some comments, make fun of Samer. Yeah, but keep it clean.
Yes. But we look good, huh? Do we look good?
Yes.
We look good? Okay. Good.
Samer, how did you do through so you got hit twice with the hurricane. You got hit
Yes.
twice in Cozumel,
Yes.
right?
In Cozumel and then in Houston.
Yeah,
But really, that was very tough time for everybody.
it was.
I mean, I think when it hit Houston, it was totally unexpected.
Right.
For some reason, it was supposed to go south, like
Brownsville.
Brownsville
Right.
and stuff, and all of a
Mexico.
sudden made the turn to Houston.
Right.
So many places were not ready.
Right.
We have a generator. I'm glad we ordered it like 2 weeks ago, and it's working.
It's just in time.
Yes, but there's always something that happened last minute. The generator worked, but not everything, but it was a good experience, good practice. I feel bad, so many people
Yeah.
without electricity, but how could that be? We are 2024
Right.
and 2.6 million people with no electricity.
That was a wild time.
I mean, I went to the grocery store yesterday, and still many shelves are empty.
So was the storm worse in Houston than it was in Cozumel?
Well, I wasn't in Cozumel, so I
Right.
don't know.
But
I
you get
just-
reports from down there.
Yes, I have
Anise.
the anise and
Yeah.
also the manager that I have that managed the house. No, it wasn't really bad. I mean, at least in my house there was no.
I heard they only lost power
leave.
for like a day, and it was back to normal after
Some
that.
people, some areas were like 2-3 days.
Okay.
But of course, we cannot compare Cozumel with Houston. I mean, Cozumel is only like 150,000 people.
Got it.
Much smaller. It's an island.
Right.
So and the hurricane was moving really fast, so it didn't have time to do much damage. In Houston, go through.
Oh, it went right through the city.
Yeah, Houston. There is no unpopulated area.
Right.
Everything, everywhere it goes, is gonna hurt something.
Yeah. It was my neighborhood was really torn up.
And you live in the woodlands.
No, I live up in humble Tascasita by Lake Houston.
Oh yeah, you never invited me to the house, so I don't know. I just know it's north of here.
Well, we live in a.
I've known this guy for like I don't know, 10 years. Not once said come have dinner, but it's okay. That's another episode.
Yeah, we live in a sex offender free zone. So that's why.
Yeah, but what age? You know, that makes a difference.
This is live, Samer.
Oh,
So we lost power for about a day, 2 days.
Yeah.
But there was people in my family who lost power for about 7 days.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
know some people. I live in Katy, and some people till now still don't have power.
That's incredible. That's crazy. So we went through that the last 2 weeks, and that threw, when you have a disaster that comes through like that, it throws everybody off.
course.
And it was we're coming back from the 4th of July break, and then the 4th of July break, then a hurricane that weekend, and then everybody's without power, and we're trying to juggle and going through that. So there's a lot of disorganization.
Yes, and many employees
routines.
can't make it to work.
Yeah.
And then it affects the revenue because now a lot of people canceled their plans.
Right.
I mean, a lot of restaurants, even though they had power, but they didn't have food.
Right.
They didn't have inventory because they had to get rid of it. So the damage is going to be something we'll realize later,
Yeah.
much later.
I did see that the last I heard that 23 people died here in Houston
No,
from the hurricane. Yeah.
for real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like natural death.
No, not natural. But
it has something
why are we
to do-
laughing about that? That's
No,
not funny.
but I mean,
You are live, Samer. This
I
can't be
mean,
edited out.
I mean, like somebody crossing the street got hit by a car.
No,
has
this
nothing
is
to do with the
trees
hurricane.
trees falling on their homes.
Really?
Yeah. And then afterwards there was the heat too.
Wow.
No power, no heat. I mean, no power, no air conditioning, and
I
people were
heard
dying.
Trump
Yeah.
almost died.
Well, that's what I'm about to get to right now. So that happened last week.
I
And
know.
then Saturday, where were you when it happened?
Actually, I was at home, and a friend of mine called, said, "Hey, are you watching the news?"
Yeah.
I said, "No, why?" He said, "Oh, somebody shot Trump." And I was like, "What?" And then I see him getting up with his fist up in the air saying, "I just want
Fight.
my shoes."
Those were
Like,
nice shoes.
I want my shoes.
Those are very nice shoes.
They were okay. Well, I didn't know that. But look, the whole thing is bizarre. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the shooter was laying on top of the roof, and people actually saw him.
Yeah, they knew about it 3 hours before. Did you know that?
No.
So 3 hours before the shooting, that attempted assassination, the Secret Service knew that there was a threat on Trump's life at that event, at that specific event. They had 3 hours notice.
But maybe it was another threat.
Then
Maybe
on top
was
of that,
not it.
no, well, they didn't know what specifically, from what the reports I saw, they didn't know what specifically what the threat was. They just knew that there was a threat on his life at that specific event.
Well,
And they did not communicate that to Trump. Then, on top of that, the 20-year-old kid, right, there's all of a sudden who has no professional training on how to put together bombs and all of a sudden devices. He ends up they catch him on video wandering the.
Yeah,
you
I
see
saw that.
He's wandering around in the background. Well, he spends time. Well, gets a ladder, and he climbs the ladder and gets on the roof, about 150 yards away from Trump, and he spends some time up there. And they have them in their scope. The secret, the snipers are actually seeing the kid.
he was there for 70 minutes.
Yeah, well, he was there for a while. They had an eye on him.
That's more than 1 hour, right?
Just 10 minutes over. But no. So they had him in their vision, and still nothing was done. And then they asked for permission to shoot and kill him. And they did not get permission to shoot and kill him and the guy who shot and killed him without even permission. So in other words, he just shot.
That's after he
already shot.
started shooting.
Yes.
Yes.
So, and then so that building that kid was on, that roof, there was supposed to be another security service, whether it's local or a secret service, supposed to be guarding on top of that roof. But for some reason at that time and randomly that day, at that moment, they forgot. But you know where they were? They weren't on the rooftop.
They were at the bar?
No, they were inside the building. So here's the assassin up on the rooftop, and the people who are supposed to be protecting the president inside the building when that's all happening. And the people are actually scrambling around telling local law enforcement, hey, there's a shooter on the roof.
I saw that on a video.
And a cop is the one a local police officer actually climbed the roof and saw, and then the shooter, the assassin tried to turn around to kill him. He fell down and was trying to alert everybody. And then by that time, the guy was...
But how many incidents in life, whether it's our business or that something happens, and after it happens, you realize all these warning signs.
Right.
Because I think in this situation, it was too obvious that nobody believed it.
Yeah.
Like you see, it's just a guy. It's not like hiding. He's just walking. You don't even think that this is what somebody's going to do.
Well, here's the thing. I would say that this story is so crazy. You could only think, other than that, for it to make sense, it had to have been, to me, an inside job. Like, I mean, think about it.
Yes,
the kid was found. Also, the kid was found with 2 phones. What's a 20-year-old kid? I'm not saying that they're all kids, right? But he's 20 years old, youngster. He works at, I think, a nursing home, right? What is he doing with 2 phones? And then one with
My brother have 2 phones.
Well, your brother's like,
No,
what?
I don't like
How
him.
old's your brother?
That's beside the point.
And your brother also helps runs a business,
That's right.
right? So that's different. I could get it like, you have one for business and one for pleasure, right? You separate the two, and then the Secret Service, for what I saw in reporting, is that could not break into their phones, could not get the information on their phones. But got all this stuff.
There's a guy in Harwan
Uh-huh.
that can do that in 2 minutes. You take the phone to him. He's a Chinese guy.
Yeah.
You take the phone to him, he'll unlock it in a minute.
Right. No, so I mean, it's just so much stuff that's coming out about this kid. You know, first they came out that this guy was a registered Republican. Okay, well, anybody can register because people
Yeah.
sometimes register to become a Democrat to vote
Yeah.
somebody else out of office. I could, if you have, but they also have them where he donated money to the Democrat Party. Then there's now video footage of them, interviewing his classmates, and the classmates were saying that he was
Very
anti-Trump,
smart. Yeah, but they
anti-Trump.
said he was really a smart kid in
Yeah.
school.
Yeah,
Like they had one of the teachers come up. Did you see him on TV today?
the teacher.
Yeah, one
No.
of his teachers when he was school, and he said he was so smart and he was never bullied. And,
Right.
But look, what I'm trying to say is that how many times in life something happens at work, and then as soon as it happens, we all go back to the policy book and say, "Well, how come we didn't follow this policy? How come?" Right? Because after a while, we all get complacent, and I'm thinking of it as one of those deals that nobody was thinking that this could happen.
Right.
But now when you look at the policies, it broke so many rules.
Yeah.
But how many times nobody followed the policies and nothing happened? And that's the issue.
So you think this is just a
think it's
just a
just-
kid just wanted to try to make something with his life?
Okay, well, look at the guy that shot Reagan.
Yeah, he was an insane maniac.
Yeah, he was in love with the actress.
But he had
What was her name?
no.
Not
it was-
Michelle Pfeiffer.
but he wasn't doing it for political reasons. This,
No,
this
he
kid
was
was
trying
doing
to
it.
impress the actress.
Yes.
What was her name? Not Michelle Pfeiffer. The girl that was in Silence of the Lamb.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Huh? Who? Yeah, Jodie
Jodie
Foster.
Foster.
Yeah.
That's right, Jodie Foster. Yes.
Yeah. He was trying to impress Jodie Foster. And then he find out that she's not interested in men.
Well,
Did you know that?
no,
Jodie Foster, yeah. She's,
I didn't know that.
She's
Okay.
lesbian.
Oh, okay.
So the guy,
I'm gonna fact check you. After this,
Okay,
so make sure fake news.
look, she has a wife.
Fake news from Egypt.
She has a wife.
She has. Well,
But I tell you what, I was watching the news, like international news from different
Mm-hmm.
countries, including the one from Egypt, and there was the headline news in Egypt saying Trump did not get shot; he just got elected
that's true. He did.
because now
Their odds of him winning is now about
he's a hero.
77 and 80% of
he's
winning.
a hero.
And then, unfortunately for you, Joe Biden stepping down. Yes.
Why is
Well,
it unfortunate for me?
But what, isn't that your
This is not very
your
nice.
hero?
I don't like that live show
Someone you
thing.
look up to.
Because what I really want to say now is not allowed. No, I love this guy. But
Yeah.
really, it is. I mean, I think we are so maybe lucky
Mm-hmm.
to be able to live in this time, and it's just
You
so
think
much.
lucky?
Well, because that's something we will always remember.
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean,
We're gonna be part of something really significant.
I gathered my kids when that was happening, and I told them, "Hey, to watch watch the TV." And we were just sitting there. I said, "This, you're gonna remember this for the rest of your life."
This is like landing on the moon, or
Oh, yeah, we're always gonna remember.
JFK being shot. I'm not saying that somebody.
It was close.
But what's up with that little thing on Trump's ear?
The bandage.
Like, wouldn't if
I
I'm
like-
the president
I
of the
like how
United
the-
States,
I like how
I
the-
will have it a little bit nicer. That looks like it's gonna fall anytime.
I like.
I think it's crazy glue. I promise you, it's crazy. How is it
It's my-
staying
it's
there?
his phone. It's like this.
I think this has a mic. How is it staying there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
It's
Like, how is it staying there? Like airtight? I don't know. Really, how is it staying?
he has a piece of gum.
Does
So-
anybody know how is it? Please send me, because I'm really confused right now.
Right.
How is that thing not falling?
Yeah.
It's just a piece of thing, just like that.
I'm sure they have some. I mean, they have something obviously on there. So, I like how the Democrats are making fun of him, saying he's kind of over exaggerating with that big thing.
No, he has big ears.
Yeah,
But I mean,
it's the Democrats that also make us walk around with those big masks too, as well. So I mean, it's
but I tell you what, this is just, if it is what it is,
yeah,
which I think it is,
yeah.
that's very lucky.
Oh.
He was very lucky. I mean, to just
Did you see the picture? There's a picture of you can see the
bullet?
vapor of the bullet.
I heard about, but I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I just saw when
I'll pull it up.
I saw when Trump said "ouch" and he went down. That's all I saw.
Mosquito. Ouch. He said, "Ouch."
No, but most people that tells you how do you know if you've been shot, you really don't know. in the first few moments, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, 15 seconds, you don't know. It feels like a warm sensation, which that could
So
be
if you're
nice
watching,
too.
if you could zoom in, I'm not sure if you're able to do that, but if you could actually see in this picture. But I'll be able to show Sammer here.
What is that? It's
That's the
just a
picture
red
of the
circle.
vapor.
It's red circles.
No, look at. Listen, I know you can't see, but you can see the vapor of the bullet.
Oh,
How it whizzed right by him.
yeah. Well, I don't know who sent you this.
That's real. This is from the New York Post, not the
Oh,
Times.
then it's real. If it's a New York Post, then it's real.
The Times is fake.
Yeah, it's for real. but the whole thing is really very bizarre.
Yes.
We are the United States of America. I think we deserve a better condition of presidential election.
Well, let's talk about what would have happened if they succeeded.
I think
I don't think
that
we would
could
be in the
have
office
been-
right now.
Well, but I think it's time for you to say something about your amazing company.
Okay? So speaking of being here at the office and surviving the disasters of lifetimes and
You need Brand Nation.
and near assassinations, we've done it all here at Brand Nation.
Yes. Not all. No. Can you rephrase that, please? The CIA is on its way.
I said we survived.
Oh, you said
We
it's all
survived.
been done in here.
No, we've all survived and we've done
Oh,
it
yeah.
all here at Brand Nation. If you are a business owner and you're watching and I don't know why you're watching, but if you find us interesting and you happen to be watching us, which I do know people watch us.
I know. I
People
saw
text us and say,
72,000 views.
well, that's on TikTok.
Well, it's not
Yes,
bad.
that's funny. Make sure you guys are if you're a business owner, go to gobrandnation.com. We can provide website design, podcast services, full service marketing, production services. If you're a business and you need marketing, Brand Nation
and studios.
in studio,
Yeah.
we could do it for you. You focus on what you do best and let Brand Nation do the rest. GoBrandNation.com, 713-999-4661. This guy has been a proud client since 2016.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
are you going to
was
fire
just-
us? When are you going to fire us?
I love you guys. Without you, my business wouldn't be the same.
Thank you, brother.
It would have been much better. No.
That's the best.
No.
That's the most honest and best thing
No,
that Lance ever
seriously.
said.
No, seriously. My business wouldn't have been the same without you guys. It wouldn't have been surviving. I mean, we survived COVID.
Yes.
That was a horrible time.
Right.
And maybe the only way of communication was through you guys, that we stayed in touch with the public,
Right.
with our clients, with people from outside of Houston or Texas. It's because of you guys, really. They do a great job. They really care. They care about their clients.
Thank you.
You're
We
welcome.
try to care.
And of course, if
But
you
we
are
care.
trying to go somewhere, like I tell you what, you know, during the hurricane, we never shut down. We
'Cause
never
y'all had a
shut
generator.
down. We had a generator, but also the drivers were on the road, and we were able
Really?
to absolutely.
Were the trees falling? You had the drivers out there?
We have good drivers. They've been trained with like the Green Berets,
off-roading.
and Navy SEALs. We have good drivers. No, but really, we never shut down. There was
Yes.
we got new accounts, new clients, because they were calling their transportation company that they used for years, and they were not answering the phone.
Wow.
They were not available for them. Even if they answered the phone, they said, "Oh well, we can't send it."
There's no drivers.
We find a way because and I'm not saying this is me, but we have drivers that really cares. And you know, if we have to pick you up from the airport and you have to sleep in the car until the street is available, they will do it.
Yeah.
Of course, with no extra charge.
So hurricane, whatever it is that
Whatever
you're going
it
through,
is.
whatever
We
it is,
had
tornado,
flood, we had hurricanes.
snow, ice,
September
Excelsior,
11th.
yeah, Excelsior Transportation is that
Absolutely.
company.
Yes.
How do they reach out to Excelsior?
713-647-6500, or go to the website that is maintained by Brand Nation, www.excelsiorlimo.com.
That's right. And Excelsior Limo, they provide corporate transportation. Don't use Uber. Don't use these car
No,
rides.
it's not safe.
It's not safe.
No.
You might get killed.
No,
There's
it's
a lot
not
of
safe. I
stories,
mean,
yeah.
you never know. It's some stranger picking you up.
And Excelsior Transportation does background checks,
Oh, yeah.
right?
background check, not just Houston.
Right.
Nationwide.
So I remember that one time there was that serial killer, you guys, that picked me up, and I said, hey, I think this guy was on
Yeah,
the...
well, his trip was complimentary. It was free, so we sent him the guy that, that doesn't qualify. But no, really,
No, I'm
we
kidding.
do
There's
background
no serial
check
killers at
throughout
Excelsior.
the whole United States.
What? There's Excelsior Transportation does some really good background checks.
Absolutely.
Hey, but you know this kid...
We do background check on the clients too. No.
That's why I'm not allowed to get picked up.
That's right. Especially not near any school.
Yeah. ExcelsiorLimo.com, your transportation source right here in H-Town or around the world. ExcelsiorLimo.com.
So going back to our subject.
I like that segue.
Going back to our subject.
Being live is kind of weird.
I know, it's nice.
yeah,
It's
it's
nice.
cool. I
I
like
feel
it,
like
yeah.
I'm talking to all my
I feel like I have to
friends.
behave, though.
No.
Right, I feel like I can't-
You can't. You've had a tough time.
Yeah, no, but I have to behave.
You have
because-
to, you need a
I can't
drink.
really be my... I do need a drink, but I have to be my... I can't be myself
I
on a
asked
live.
him to go have a drink
At least
after
if-
this. He said, no, I'm tired.
Yeah. And
My wife won't allow me. But it's okay.
Well,
I'll text her. I'll tell her.
let me... She just
Can I
texted
take you
me-
for a walk?
Let me take you for around the block. Let's see.
But really, it's a very interesting time we're in. I mean, obviously, it's very clear that the weather is changing. It's not the
Yeah.
same like it used to be, or the political arena is just. It's like a big show. I don't want to say comedy, but it's like a show.
We live, I would say, I don't know, Jack. By the way, props to Jack, our producer for today. He's stuck it around. We're at 12 episodes. Surprised that
Is it 12 or 13?
it's the 12th one that's live.
Oh.
We still owe another one.
That's right.
That's coming
There's
later.
one that's
Yeah.
not out yet.
Yes,
That's
there's a.
right. The one I did was my guest. He was pretty cool guest too, Alfonso.
Yes, he was.
You know,
Yes, yes.
I need my money back. But
But you know, I forgot what I was saying. I was saying, Jack. I was asking you a
oh
question.
yeah, Jack stuck.
Oh no, yeah.
stuck
So
around.
Jack, you know, our producer, it seems like kind of ever since the hurricane, we kind of live in a weird, like another dimension.
Yeah.
Is that me, or is like we feel like
No, I don't
something's
feel
off?
like it's real.
Something's
Something-
off.
But you know what I
Right. Mm-hmm.
just realized too? That Jack is very handsome. He should be in front of the camera, and you and I should be behind the camera.
Jack, I've been trying to get Jack on this side of the microphone.
Well,
Yeah.
his fiance wouldn't like it. Fiance or girlfriend?
Yeah,
Fiance.
fiance.
she wouldn't
Hey,
like it.
congratulations, Jack.
How
Wedding's
long
in
now?
November,
6 months?
and you know what they need?
A limo,
Yes,
of course.
He told me he was calling.
And also a good
He's
website.
calling a limousine
good
company with the start of it.
website. To put their wedding on the website. Hey, business is business.
And then they needed a podcast too, as well.
Absolutely.
A marriage podcast.
We're going to do it live from the wedding.
That's right. You know what? The attention's on us.
Yeah, forget the wedding.
Yeah, we do a play-by-play announcement on that.
Yeah, like in the honeymoon.
Yeah, I'm sure Jack would love that.
But really, okay, what do you think of the new vice president? What's his name?
I gotta ask you a question.
Vance? What?
JD Vance.
Yeah, J.D. Vance.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
So put me on the spot.
Handsome
You
Hanson.
can't put me on the spot.
Handsome Hanson. He just told me last week that he's been trying to reach out to you to try to get a booking at what's that restaurant called? That he was trying to book a restaurant. I hope he's watching.
Which restaurant?
You should call him in here. There's a restaurant. Oh, he left. He was trying to at the B&B Butcher's place.
Oh, okay, Hector.
Arthur.
Hey, not Arthur, sorry. You look the same. If you go to episode 10, you will see the similarity between Arthur and Hector.
Joe Biden, everybody.
Arthur from. He kept calling his company the wrong name.
B&B Butchers.
No, the company Berg.
The Burge.
It's
the
not
Burge.
Burge,
The
it's
Burge. Berg. Well,
Berg.
Burge is like Cajun.
The Burge has
The
Lake
Burge,
Charles.
yes, that's what I'm thinking about.
We need to go to Vegas.
So, no,
I really
you
wanna
answered
go to
me.
Vegas.
So, Hanson
Okay.
said he wanted to book, I guess this weekend's his birthday.
This weekend?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess he was trying to
I'll
get a
talk to
reservation.
him now.
He already left, though. I was trying
I'll call him on his phone. No, no problem.
And then, yeah, that was that. Okay, the next thing I was going to bring up to you was our friend at that restaurant. I have confirmation.
This is not very nice. This is not very. You're gonna get sued. I'm serious.
At the array, I have confirmation.
That's not very nice. This is somebody's kid. that you're talking about?
We've been talking about this for a while. This has been an inner office debate.
Let's talk about Vance. JD Vance.
About Vance.
Do you think his face
Vance
is
is not that. He's not interesting.
Do you think his face is real?
I don't know. He's not interesting. I don't think he's
His
interesting.
face doesn't. It looks like his face is drawn.
But I could tell you what, before we went live is that Trump needs somebody to work with him. Needs somebody at that level that's not as.
But he looks like he has a good charisma.
He's I think he's a vet too, Army military vet. Yeah.
Like take care of animals?
No, no, he's a military.
Oh, because the way you're bumbling like Biden, I can understand.
Veterinarian,
He's
yeah,
a
he's veterinarian too.
in the Navy.
Yes, but
No, but I think he came across last night at the convention.
no, good speech.
With good charisma.
Yes, yes.
You know?
I didn't know who he was before. I had no idea.
I honestly thought he will do really well at Saturday Night Live.
But we gotta go
What
back.
are
We
the
gotta go back
characters?
to we gotta go back to the restaurant.
Go back to the restaurant. I mean,
So the
it's
restaurant.
not like my cousin.
No, but so I was there with two friends of
Friends.
mine. No, two friends, and they know her,
Or him.
and it is him.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
So
What do you want me to do?
I just I was right. Like I kind of felt like, man, because even
First
the
of
last
all,
time we ate there,
how would your friends know that? You're hanging out with the wrong friends.
no,
my friend.
they're cool people. They're cool. They're cool.
How would cool people?
They're
We're cool.
people.
How,
No,
we
they're
didn't
cool
know.
people. I won't say their names. I
Are,
won't say
you-
their
are
names
your
'cause
friends trans?
no.
Oh, okay.
But
So how would
they're
they-
LGBTQ.
Are they?
Is that how is it LGBTQ? Yeah, they're LGBTQ.
There's one more letter.
What is that other letter?
I can remember.
I don't know, but they are, and they told me yes.
Okay.
So that's how they know.
Congratulations.
Oh, well, but even because, by the way, we were at the restaurant 2 weeks ago, Jack. 3 weeks ago?
Together?
3 weeks
yeah,
ago.
3 weeks ago.
And I wasn't saying nothing, but he brought it up. And he brought it a conversation and even asked our special guest that we
I
had.
just don't like people being bullied.
I was not a bully.
He's being a bully. He goes to that restaurant and he always talks stuff about the hostess
No.
or the hostess. What? What is the male
No,
hostess?
the hostel.
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 The hostel. Well, this is not nice.
No, this is live.
I know. But you.
By the
look
way,
like,
we have 3 video watchers right now, so that's cool.
For real?
Yeah. We have
That's
watchers.
probably the 3 guys sitting outside.
Right. Hans is probably watching.
So, what do you think of Vance? I like that he's young. He's like 40 or 40.
I don't
His
know.
wife is 38.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about him.
Huh? He's 39. Yeah, and his wife is 38. It's good. We need to train people for the future.
I don't know a lot about him.
I'm tired of the 75 and 85 and 82. We need to have young people being groomed to become the next leaders.
As of this recording, do you believe Joe Biden is stepping down?
I don't think so.
You think he's staying in?
I think so. I don't think he's stepping
Wow.
down. Because the longer it takes, the harder it will be to replace him.
Yeah.
I think if Michelle Obama runs,
That'd be tough.
they will get some publicity.
Yes.
Right?
But she's not going to run.
Is she or a he? I don't know. ask your friends. Call these 2 guys that you go out with every Thursday night. Call and see. Maybe they know. Obviously, you have friends who are experts in gender recognition.
I'll ask. That's good.
But
Don't
you know,
deep throat that mic.
I know this
You were doing that earlier
conversation
before.
This conversation is getting me really excited. Call your buddies. Ask them, is Michelle Obama? Because there were rumors
There is
that
a
Michelle Obama was not a he, was not a she. Have you heard that?
It's not a he.
Have you heard that? Have you heard that?
Yes, but the
I think she's a very attractive woman.
people have made that. Of course you. Of course course you did.
She's very elegant, very attractive. No, no.
Of course you think he's attractive. But
This is where rumors are. Brand
Right
Nation.
here.
This is another service Brand Nation
Gossip
provides.
Nation.
Yeah, rumors, spreading rumors.
no, I don't really. I mean, I've heard those rumors, but I
Yeah.
just see it as rumors. I think that's just
Exactly.
conspiracy.
See, that's how I feel too when you talk bad about some
No.
other people.
You're not out there. Nobody's out there trying to get Michelle.
So you feel what happened.
I'll stop right there.
I think if she runs,
Yeah.
she could be a big threat
Uh-huh.
because she's very popular, very well liked in the public.
Yeah, I think so too. I think.
But if what's his name stepped down and what's her name?
Well, then you have
Kamala
Obama back.
Harris?
Obama's back in the White House, and if they win,
Yeah,
and
but
then,
if Kamala Harris
Obama-
runs,
oh, no.
there is no hope.
But Obama was an incredible communicator.
Yes, he was a very good.
Why
good
was that a delay?
Because I'm trying. Because now I don't trust anything you say.
It was like, yes.
You have to hit the desk twice. But
You're gonna step down anytime soon, Sam?
me,
Who's gonna replace you here at the Habibi show?
this thing keep hitting my chin. I like it. This good. But
Well, you're supposed to not be right here.
he keeps telling me get closer.
Oh, there you go.
See,
Okay.
he said get closer.
Okay.
That's you. See, that's your guy. But what I'm saying is that I think I'm happy about that Vance guy.
Why are you stuck on that?
No, because
What? Oh my god. Why do we keep going back to Vance?
because this is what's happening, and tonight is the last night.
That's
so-
tonight's Trump speaking.
Yeah.
Trump is speaking tonight.
Did you
I heard
see his
50
granddaughter
Cent, is 50
speaking?
Cent confirmed for tonight?
Did you see his granddaughter speaking?
I heard a little bit.
She did very well.
Honestly,
I was
it's
really
kinda boring.
impressed with 17 years old.
I think it's boring. I think the whole
I
thing
think
is
she
boring.
did. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
too
will say this:
Hollywood.
I am conservative. I obviously I don't like the two. I don't like the Republic. I don't like a two-party system. I wish there was a strong middle party, like there was a third party. But obviously, my values are a little bit more.
You're running.
We'll talk about that later because I don't want to, not in this live episode. But
We can't mention anything. It's
not
a
yet. Not
surprise?
right now. Not with the topics we've been talking about.
It's a surprise.
So, but in the
Just change your name,
just change my name, not Michelle.
Hector Obama.
But what was I saying? No. So
You need a drink. I
No,
think
so
you
my
need a drink.
values are in line with the Republican Party. I am a conservative, but I really am disappointed in like the RNC, and like if you watch the RNC, it's like mostly just one race. You know, it's mostly white people.
No, I saw some
Some.
Hispanic and African American.
I just wish there was more diversity. And I think outside of that, there's a whole lot more people that I know who are Hispanic, Black,
Yes.
and it's very Asians, Vietnamese. I know that there's a lot of diversity in the Republican Party. So I don't know how you get invited to this. Jack, do you know anything how you get invited to the RNs, like to the conventions?
You have to know
have to be a
somebody
delegate.
that knows somebody.
Yeah, you have to be a delegate, right, to be there. But
And now they're saying Iran is plotting against.
Vance.
No,
Because what are you
Against-
going to go back to Vance?
isn't that they said?
No,
that
but here's what I'm saying. Like, I wish there was more diversity in those conventions because it's kind of boring. So I was actually excited about hopefully 50 Cent performing tonight.
Really?
That's what I heard. That 50 Cent was supposed to open up for Trump.
Where's Kanye West? Wasn't he running for president?
Yeah, but he has a bad image right now, so I don't think.
Why?
Because he got some little bit of mental issues.
Really?
Yeah. He's either. I think he's too smart for his own good.
And also, what brought up Iran plotting this, and especially now? The timing is just.
Yeah. Why are
to-
we just barely hearing about it?
I know it's just to divert attention from what really happened.
Right.
But I tell you, who's in trouble? The CIA Secret Service
Yes.
director. She is in trouble.
Oh yeah. So let's go back to that question. If the assassin was able to succeed in killing Trump,
Wow. I don't know.
What would the world look like right now?
I don't know what would have happened in America, really. That would have. But then look,
I
America
was-
is a very stable country too.
I don't think so.
I mean,
disagree.
what do you think would have happened?
I
Like
think
riots
I think
and
that was the first
civil war.
close. I think that I think it, to me, I used to think like, what's the worst that could happen that could bring us? I think at that part, that night, Saturday night, when Trump was almost killed, when I realized how close we were to a near collapse of our country, because I know that obviously that there would have been National Guards throughout the country.
Yes.
Our political system would have been thrown into chaos for years. Nobody would trust the government at all. They're not going to trust Biden, who
That would have been a crazy scenario.
chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos. And I could
Plus,
not imagine.
who else would have ran after him?
Yeah, who would replace him?
Nobody.
Pence.
Vance. Going back to Vance. I like that guy. I don't know why. He looks like a character from Saturday Night Live.
More like the
Or from
Simpsons.
Elf.
More like the neighbor from the Simpsons.
Yeah, something like that. It's like
Ned
Will
Flanders.
Ferrell. He
Ned
reminds me
Flanders.
of Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
it's
that,
not like his eyes, like, it's something not right.
yeah.
But no, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of months, whether Biden steps down.
Well,
I
supposedly,
mean-
there's a report that he's going to do it this weekend.
Step down?
Mm-hmm.
And Harris will run instead?
Kamala, right? Kamala Harris.
Who would be her running mate? Vance. He would run for both.
The hostel.
Who?
The hostel from the restaurant.
This is not nice. This is somebody's kid.
We were all somebody's kid.
Michelle Obama will be the one
There you
running.
go.
Yes. But I tell you what, no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
we are in the best country of the world.
We are.
Because any of the stuff happens anywhere else,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been chaos.
Right.
We're still kind of. It's
Well-
just I don't understand the crowd that was at the rally. Why is most of them have no teeth? have you seen that? And they were like shooting the finger. And is that really the crowd that
Well,
likes
you
Trump?
realize this is rural.
Oh, was it
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania?
Rural
it Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but
Not that there's but I understand, like, when you, well, let me be careful what I say next. But what I'm saying is that you get all kinds of people out in the
Oh, I like that.
And,
What does that mean?
out in the country.
Like you take it from here, put them there?
No, I love people in the country. They just there's different parts of the
Yeah, but
country.
I don't understand
You
why-
know, I think
why
Pennsylvania
were they
has
shooting the finger?
Pennsylvania, right, is known for the Amish. The Amish live in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but why were they shooting the finger in the camera? Like,
They were shooting it towards the
Have you seen
media.
that?
Yeah. Well, the
Like-
one guy was. You have that one guy that always ruins it
it
for
was
everybody.
not one guy. It was more than one guy.
Well, everybody-
And it was more than one guy
because
with no
they're,
teeth.
they're doing it towards the media because they're pissed off at the police. I mean, the media.
But is that really the crowd that follow Trump?
Well, Trump brings in all kinds.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, every culture has its bad parts. Its parts where it's kind of like that.
I mean, he is the president for everybody.
Sure.
So I'm sure, yeah, part of the demographics of who follows him could be that way too.
Right. Did you see where they want to do mass deportations?
Oh my God, I need to go home.
You need to go back to
I
Katie.
need to go back. Well,
Mm-hmm.
look, when we talk about illegal immigration, the word
There's-
illegal
there's two
should,
different things,
should
yes.
define
Yeah, I get it.
it's.
A lot of people don't. It's
You
scare
know,
tactics.
I mean, if it's illegal, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Unless we make it legal, it's illegal. I don't know. Like, okay, marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Until recently, it was illegal. You go to jail. And then the rule changed. Now it's not illegal. Then it's acceptable. So until we change the laws, illegal is illegal.
Right.
And I don't know how else to explain it. If it's illegal, it should not happen.
Sure. Agreed.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why we would.
Maybe we can change the laws to make some of it legal. I
Or
don't know.
yeah, make it easier for them to become a citizen if they're providing to society and being productive members of their neighborhoods
My
and
friend.
community.
My brother, we are 5 brothers.
Yes.
I'm number 5. My number 2 brother, like maybe 20 years ago, he was here. and he decided to go back because he didn't want to break his visa. So he wanted to do it the legal way and applied from Egypt. It took 15 years for his appointment. And when he went to the embassy in Cairo for his appointment, 15 years later, because the brother that sponsored him or helped him apply had been transferred to France with the Marriott, an American company, they said, oh, you have to reapply all over again.
Wow. See,
Because
that's
the brother that applied for you, he doesn't live in America anymore,
Yeah.
even though he is American citizen.
Yeah, I really do believe the immigration system is really flawed here.
So
and
it would have
messed up.
been
Yeah.
easier for somebody like my brother to come illegally.
Right.
Well, he didn't, and I'm glad he didn't. I'm very proud of him he didn't. But that's the problem. It makes it attractive to do it illegally.
Yes. So we got to
So-
change the system to make it where it's worth your while and much more better. Like, for instance, our employees in Mexico City, when they come to the United States, which I don't get this, you need a passport. And I think the United States is only one of the countries that have to do that. And you also need a visa to come here.
No, all over the world you need a passport and a visa.
No. When I go to Mexico, I only need a passport.
No, because you're American. But if you as an American go into
Why?
Turkey or go into Egypt, you have to have a visa.
So if I go to Egypt, I need a visa too?
Yes, except in tourist area like Egypt, or
Okay.
Greece, you're gonna go get the visa at the airport.
But that's not fair. I don't think that's fair. Like, if somebody from Mexico wants to come visit the United States, they need a visa too.
Well, the reason for that, I think, unless it's changed, the reason for that because you don't see too many Americans escaping America, or too many Americans want. I'm gonna go
I wanna
migrate to Indonesia.
Yeah.
No.
Well, we were this
So
close
as
this
an
weekend.
American, they allow you to come in without a visa because they know you're not staying.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the likelihood of somebody from Pakistan coming to America, most likely they're not going back. That's why you have to have a visa and you have
Okay.
to qualify for a visa. But also the fact that the United States does sponsor or help or send money to many countries, so they make it a requirement. Well, I'm sending you money, so if I'm coming to your country, I don't want to go through that bullshit of visa. So it's kind of like part of an agreement. Because also, again, you don't see many people from America trying to go to cross the borders to Honduras to go live there because I'm going to get a job.
Right.
What you find Americans do retire in those places, but also these Americans that retire in those places, they bring in money.
Let me ask you, if I were to go to, for some reason, if I decided to escape the United States and go to Cozumel and not return.
Escape United States? Why would you escape?
Well, I don't
Just
know.
get on the plane.
Okay.
And go.
No, I mean, if I go to the United States and if I just go to Cozumel and just not return.
In Cozumel or in Mexico, you can apply.
Yeah, but if I could just stay there around, how are they going to catch me?
Who's going to catch you?
I don't know, like.
Nobody's going to catch you.
Right. I mean, nobody's going to catch me, right?
No,
Somebody
because automatically you got 180 days,
to stay
6 months. That automatically.
when I visit.
When you enter the country in Mexico, you automatically get 100 and, what do they say, 60 days?
And I just got to
180
leave
days.
and then come
Which
back. Now,
180 days.
can I get a job there?
Not legally.
Right.
But once you're there, if you want to apply for residency, you can.
Okay.
Because you can put it as you're an American that's retiring in Mexico.
So I get asked this question a lot too as well. What's the process if I want to own real estate there in Cozumel?
Oh, it's very easy. You have the right to buy whatever, except that again, don't quote me, but except the deed stays in the bank.
For 100 years, right?
50
50
the
years.
first 50 years, and then you renew it another 50. Then that's it. But of course,
But you can't sell it.
oh no, you can do whatever you want.
Okay, but
But there
ultimately,
is what they call
ultimately the government,
fideicomiso. There is
ultimately the government
something-
owns it. Of the bank
Co-owners,
owns it.
maybe.
Co-owners, okay.
You know, like you own it.
But
But-
what is the reason behind that? Why the government wants to seize it at any moment?
Because they don't want to sell their land.
Okay.
They don't want to wake up one day and like what we're doing here, we should change it. They don't want to wake up one day and find that the country is owned by
China.
China, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also as you are non-citizen of Mexico, you pay additional tax on your
Okay.
property, which I also think that's only fair. If you're not American and you come into America and you buy something, you should pay more taxes than me.
So I go there and I have to be a resident, or
You don't have to be. Well, if you own something, you mean?
and how do you
Or
get?
if you just want to go retire.
No, if I want to own property there, if I want to buy a condo,
You go, just buy it.
I could be an American without residency.
Yeah. What the difference, you pay what they call fideicomiso.
Okay.
Which is like for non-Mexicans, you have to pay extra fees, extra taxes.
Okay, so I don't need to go through the whole process to become a resident to do that.
No.
Okay, so
But if you own something, then you could apply for residency.
oh, gotcha. So you have to own. If you own it, then you could do residency.
Yes.
It's that way.
Even if you don't own, but in that case, you will have to reside there.
So and then
You have to live in Mexico
Got it.
as a retired American.
now, if let's say let's say I have 150,000.
You do?
I wish.
That's very nice.
Inflation is
Come
worth-
live in my
It's like
house.
$5 now in inflation. but let's say I had $150,000 and I want to take it and I want to. Obviously, it's still not enough to get a condo over there. Maybe it
No,
is some
you
places,
could. Of
but some
course you
places.
could.
But I want a nice place. Like I
Of
want.
course you could.
But like, let's
Yeah.
say I want a place at in downtown or at the Landmark. It's like $400,000.
Yeah.
How do loans work there?
There
How
is
would
no
you-
loans.
No loans. You got to pay
No,
cash.
that's correct.
Got it. Okay.
They used to,
Uh-huh.
but not anymore.
More, okay.
But also, if you are, like one of the requirement,
Mm-hmm.
you have to show proof of income, and as long as you make at least what the average Mexican income per year, you'll be okay.
Wow.
You know how much is that?
What's that?
$5,000 a year.
Man.
So if you can show that you make $5,000 or more per year, you qualify to retire.
And that's why a lot of Americans are moving down there. And it's actually
getting
causing
too
issues.
expensive
Yeah,
here.
it's causing the rates.
Man,
to-
I went to get a haircut the other day.
Uh-huh.
Supercut.
Uh-huh.
Supercuts or supercut, what's it called?
Supercuts.
Supercuts.
Yeah.
That's not a very expensive place. It cost me like $40.
Wow.
Why are you looking at my hair?
Because I'm trying to see.
You looked at my hair to see if it's worth it. No, it was like
I was.
it was like 27 something or $30
least you got here,
plus
brother.
$10
Yeah.
tips, $40.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came to America, I went to Visible Changes in the Galleria,
Mm-hmm.
and that's an expensive place, and I paid like $25. Now I think it's 75 or something.
Wow.
It's getting really expensive.
Yeah, for my beard, when I go get my beard done, it's like $60.
What do you do with your
Yeah.
beard?
Well, when I get it done, it's like a
Like,
fade.
what is that getting done? Like, what do you do?
I get a fade. I get it trimmed.
Oh, you don't do that at home?
No. When I go to the barber shop, it'll be like $50, $60.
For real?
Yeah.
Just your beard?
And it'll be an hour. I'll be sitting there and they'll put the hot towel on me and they'll shave and yeah.
That's a very fishy place
Yes.
you go.
Brother, how you been?
I'm
Besides
doing
after
very
all
good.
this
I'm
chaos,
doing very
you doing good?
You know, every day is an amazing day.
Yeah.
Every day, amazing day.
Yeah.
Really. Thank you, God, for everything we have, because you saw Trump almost lost it.
Yeah. And I love that when he was going fight. Man, that motivates. I think that should motivate anybody. Like
But
whether
fight
you're
what? I couldn't understand.
fight. People are trying to kill people are trying to kill him. He almost got killed. And the man was actually able to get up after getting shot and to be able to stand up with courage and portray himself. He became a hero. He became
Yes.
he became I saw on Twitter there were kids in other countries that were reenacting and like they were doing fight. They were reenacting all that. That became like an incredible image that we will
Yes.
remember for the rest of our lives. And it was an iconic image.
Yes.
But also it speaks a lot about when life throws everything at you. This guy, he didn't have to leave his fortune. He didn't have to leave he had a very comfortable life. He was doing great in business. He had women. He had everything that you think he could dream of, money, family, everything. He had everything lined up for him, and he left that to pursue something that almost costed him
His life.
everything.
That's right.
And to be able to sit there, he could have given up. So I'm done. After they tried to jail him, put him in prison, he didn't. He still went at it. Then then they tried to kill him. And after all that, and his son was there. His son was there. I saw it. His son,
Yeah.
Barron.
Yeah.
And was able to stand after getting shot, stand up and say, fight. I think it was so motivating to see that everything that's been thrown at this guy, he didn't have to choose that, but he did because he knew his purpose. And being able to know his purpose, he still pushed through. And in that, he's telling us, fight no matter what. That's what I read. Fight no matter
this
what.
guy's gonna make me cry.
Fight no matter what you face.
You should be the vice president. You're better than Vance.
They threw the books at you. They threw everything at you, and then they even tried to kill you. And then he's telling us, keep going.
Yes.
Don't quit.
And I want my shoes.
That was so motivation, man. That was
Like,
motivation. I'm gonna
just
get a
give me
mural.
my shoes.
I'm gonna get a mural over here. Then of course the shoes is another thing.
But look, I want to tell
I
you
think he was in
something.
shock when that happened.
But being like from, of course, I lived here over 40 years, so this is home. But coming from a different background, I can tell you that we deserve a good leadership. America is great, and we deserve somebody that really cares.
Sure.
And if that's Trump, I'm behind him 100%.
You know, even as a Trump supporter myself, there's times I question, like, oh, is it because he has his ways too as well? I don't like the way sometimes he speaks. I don't agree with everything he says.
Of course.
But
you can.
Yeah, I don't like everything he says.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, but for the most part, my values line up with his values.
That's right.
However, I think at that moment when he got shot
And got up and showed- yeah.
and I'm like, I thought of it like, man, he almost lost everything.
That changes your life.
Yeah,
when
it
you
was
go
life
through
changing.
something like that,
Yeah.
it changes your life. It
And-
changes how you look at. This is a near-death experience.
Yes, and I think after that, it made me realize this guy, he literally took a bullet for all of us.
Yeah.
For the values that he's
Well,
fighting
he
for.
didn't do it on purpose.
Well, no,
he didn't
well,
take it on
no,
purpose.
No, but,
so, oh, come on, shoot
no.
me in
But
my
he
ear.
took a bullet when he didn't have to. He could have given up a long time ago.
Yeah, you're saying like he didn't
And
have to put himself in that situation.
He didn't have
Yeah,
to do that.
yeah.
And for the values that
But
I
he
believe
didn't
in,
think he would be
for the
shot.
values of my kids and that the stuff that I believe in for my children and my grandkids, that there is actually somebody that's to stand up and say
He's gonna win.
that somebody's
Hector is gonna win. I'm not gonna say what he's running for.
but somebody's
We
gonna
can
stand
say
up
it,
and
right?
sit there and
Can we
take
say?
and take a bullet and take a
Can we
bullet.
say what you're
Not
running
yet.
for?
He's got my vote and vote.
He's got my vote.
He's got my vote. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. If this was for show, if this was really for show, what sometimes in the back of our heads, if this
that
was
he
really
did
for
this?
show,
No.
if this was really for show, if it's just
Some
doing
people
just to
said he
prove,
put ketchup.
no. I'm not
Have
talking
you
about
heard
that.
about that?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if he was running for presidency just for show,
I thought you mean like
just
the
for
whole
pride,
ketchup
because
thing.
that's also the thing. Like I'm going to do it because I'm going to run for president.
Yeah. For ego. Or
For
something.
ego.
But he's been
That
saying that
is not-
since he was in
that's-
his 30s.
This is not for ego.
Like if
This
you
is-
watch some of David Letterman old shows,
Yeah, they asked
and he
him.
was in his 30s. He
Yeah.
said, "I want to serve my country."
So anyways, long story short, he's doing it. I realized at that time, this weekend, he's doing it because he knows he's called.
Yes,
He knows this is his purpose, and that obviously that changed even
I
maybe even more.
I just hope that he makes
respect
good
him.
decisions to really unite the country.
I think that was a message
Because,
after.
You
That
know,
was a
I was
message.
just talking with someone the other day. I've been here over 40 years. I've never seen it when people say, "Oh, this is a white person, this is a black." Not as much as it is today.
because
There's something.
There's power in division, and when you could divide a community, when you could divide a home, and you could divide the families over
It's
this,
easy to control.
they're easy
Yes,
to
of
control and
course.
manipulate. So,
But I am very happy to see you
my
because
brother,
you know, Mr.
Jack.
Producer is telling us
Captain Jack,
it
it's
keeps
time to
going
run it
like
out.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Habibi
They
show.
said there is a shooter up on top of your building.
Yes, it's a
H and
it's a
H.
26-year-old Hanson with a sniper. He's out there walking around. So watch out, Biden.
Trump.
Sammer. Anyways, if you're watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for
You're
following
a
the
bully.
Habibi show. I am Hector. And until next week, stay blessed. It's a crazy world out there. Make sure you put God first. Sammer?
Thank you, everybody. Really, we just want to share everything that what people talk about in the street, because that's what we all talk about at home, and I'm just so happy to be in this beautiful country with amazing family and friends, and thank you.
Crazy world we live in. We're living in another world today. Continue to follow us. Follow us on Facebook.
Please.
And make sure you can also listen to us on Spotify.
Yeah.
Look at the TikTok videos of Sammer. They're hilarious. But anyways, until next week, stay blessed. This is the Habibi Show.
Love you all. Habibi.
Is there music that plays at the end? Oh, cool.